One, two, one, two. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's kind of getting dark in some part of the world. It's so good to be here. It's just a quick one. I've been struggling to catch up with. This thing is messing up my head. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? I want to be sure that you guys can hear me. I'm trying to monitor all of that streaming line. We're live on YouTube right now, and it should be good. You guys can visit our YouTube pages and likes, and what do they do on YouTube, Seth? Subscribe, to our YouTube channel. It's the same name, Victor King Initiative on YouTube. Good evening, happy Sunday. How is the weekend going? It's such a great honor to be here this evening, and my name is Victor King, and I'm privileged to be your host today. And welcome. If you can do just one favor by just, clicking the share button. And let's just spread it. It'll be good. Let's just share and invite people so we can all, enjoy this. All right, I don't intend to waste much of our time. This has been an eventful weekend. Unfortunately, I've been struggling to catch up with most of the happenings and what is going on. But one way or the other, I'm still keeping myself posted and seeing updates and posts, and very little. So many of you tried to reach me yesterday, and I'm sorry. I see lots of messages on my inboxes yesterday. People called me on WhatsApp and called me on. Can you guys hear me quite clear? I just want to be sure because I'm not really making noise. So I saw loads of messages on my phone while I was in the middle of, a personal engagement yesterday. I had one of my dearest brother, taking a bold step of getting married yesterday to another, protege of mine. So it's like the bride and the groom. It's like it's my party. And that has consumed almost my entire week. But in the middle of that, all of a sudden I got messages popping on my phone, and people were calling me. So those of you that were calling me yesterday, and I am just ending the call, I hope you don't get offended. I try as much as possible to respond to messages and answer calls as much as I can. But yesterday was not just a good time for me. And then the calls were coming in so bad. My WhatsApp was bopping, my phone was ringing, and Facebook was just blasting. And in the middle of my running around, I'm like, what is going on? Kilon Shele. Sometimes it's difficult for some of you guys to figure out that some of us still have a life outside Facebook. Yes, we do. So I was like, what is going on? What is really going on? And I just try to go online and see what is causing the unrest, only to find out that there is a rumor spread across that Prophet Oladele Genesis has been released, and people have jubilated and celebrated, and it's a lot of celebration, and people are so excited, and they just want to verify how true the news is before they paint the town red. I'm very careful addressing this. I wish it didn't happen. I wish I don't have to address it, because I don't like to offend anybody or step on anybody's toes as much as I can. But in reality of life, you can't really avoid that. You can't really. Now, as much as I appreciate the fact that everybody is, sending their solidarity, and we really want him to be out. And I appreciate that. The love that I've seen that has been expressed and demonstrated to Prophet Oladele is unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Some people have never been loved by nobody in their life, and seeing somebody that is loved by strangers, nominal people, not even church member, is just commendable. The love is too much. But as much as I appreciate the love and the excitement and the energy that is being spread across, I really has a reservation to the widespread. I understand that we all want him out. We can't wait to see him being released from the confinement where he is. I understand that. And we're on the same page with that. We really want God to disappoint the craftiness of the enemy. Everybody is looking forward to that news. But I must, as much as I don't want to address it, I must express my utmost displeasure in the fact that I think that anyone in their right mind could begin to leverage on somebody else's ordeal like this. This is somebody else's life. This is a father. This is a pastor of a congregation that spread all across the world. This is what some people are praying marathon about and they are bothered about. This is somebody's husband. And if we don't find any better thing to generate traffic online, and that is what we want to use, I think it's not good enough. I think it is not right. I think it is inhuman. I think it is uncalled for, unnecessary, and irresponsive. I don't understand the rationale behind it. They spread it so much and the energy was online so bad that even me, I was getting confused. I have to step out a little bit out of in the midst of me doing something important like that. I have to step out to start putting calls through. And then like they say, no, it's not out. And what I was seeing and the way people are asking me, I have to call again and say, are you sure? I have to insist on speaking with him whichever way I could, just to be double sure. Have you ever seen lie that comes so good that it begins to look to you like a truth? You know it's a lie, but the lie is so pure, so clean and so pure that you begin to look as if it's true to you. Have you ever doubt yourself over something? That's how I felt yesterday. And I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I hope I don't get in trouble with this, but I just get bothered and I think I should just address it. I think it is not good. I don't understand the rationale behind that action, but I think it's not good enough. I think it's not right. It is disrespectful on the side of all his members and his followers and his lovers and his fans that are just raising their countenance for no reason. Definitely, Prophet Oladile will be out. Most definitely. But let's not always play on with people's ordeal. Ẹni tí ò bá gbàdúrà irú ẹ̀ fọ́mọ ẹ̀, I don't think you should be thinking that what you want to play with is somebody else's misfortunes like that. It's an unfortunate situation that anybody don't ask for. Why will you do that? Why will you think you want to make fun of it? Why do you think you want to use that as a caveat to just create some traffic or get attention? Like, period. I don't know how best to say it. I don't know how best to say it. No, it's not for positive purpose. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's really 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 not. This is a very sensitive case that is causing sleeplessness. I am here. I am not a Genesis member, but you don't know how many hours I stay on the phone, having meeting with one person and having meeting with another, trying to make findings and see where we can help here and give counsel here. Like, I am literally on the phone half of the 24 hours every day since this started. And for me to see somebody just wake up and say, oh yeah, let me stay up Facebook a little bit, and that's what you want to use. I wasn't feeling too good about it. I don't like it. I'm not against anybody, but it's just my opinion. It's just something I'm not cool about. It doesn't make me enemy to anyone. I don't hate you. I don't even know how to hate people, but that's not fair. That's not fair on the side of us who are watching. That's not fair on the side of his members. That's not fair on the side of the man. It's not fair on his own life. And I felt very stupid because I keep calling to try to verify the truth. I keep calling and the wife was like, no, I just spoke with him. And then he got to the point I called and the wife was like, Abi Kinikoni. Even the wife started doubting. You don't understand. He started doubting. Maybe is there something going on I'm not aware of? It's really not right. It's really not cool. Please, please. Sensitive issues like this should be addressed with some level of decency and deference, and you know. Let me not push further. Mama say someone said you don't even pick calls. There's no way I can pick every call, but I try as much as possible to pick calls as much as I can. I still have a life outside Facebook. I have a job that I do. I have family I cater for, and I'm a young man. I still have a life for myself. But I try as much as I can. I know you are just trying to get at me, but God is watching you. Now, on a lighter side now, I woke up midnight. Unfortunately, it's always midnight in the US. I woke up like midnight, early hours of the day, pretty much, not midnight. And I saw a notification on my phone, Genesis Global is live. And I was like, oh, yeah, today is Sunday. And I just pushed that in to just to see what's up. And I was wowed. I was wowed. Genesis service today was bomb. It's nothing like it. Against what they thought, what they expect, far from what they are jubilating about, the service today was banging. Was really banging. Was really, really banging. And not only the crowd that turned out, excuse me, not only the crowd that turned out at this program, the excitement of the people was massive. I was impressed. I come to want to say a very big thank you to every single member of Genesis Global Alakuko. You know those days I used to say I don't know Genesis, but over time I can proudly say Genesis is my friend now. He's my friend, he's a spiritual father, he's someone I respect now. I have a relationship with him now. When I don't, I say I don't. When I do, I say I do. On his behalf, I want to say thank you. I am proud of you all. I am proud of you all. And your pastor can't have a better member than what he has. You guys have the best congregation in the whole wide world. Oh, goodness. The sleep in my eyes wiped off. I jumped up looking at the... I'm not really freaked about the number. I know that you guys will turn out. It's Genesis. You guys are ardent believers. You are rugged people. I love your energy. I've experienced you guys before. But the excitement. Wait, if you guys did that today, what are you going to do on your harvest? Man. You know it's difficult, except because you have heard the news before. It's difficult to figure out that their senior pastor is not there. It is too difficult to imagine that Genesis is not in church, that the Prophet Oladile is not in church. The energy. I saw some guys dancing and rolling on the floor and jumping. You will never be stranded though. All of you. All of you members of Genesis Global. Your life will never be devoid of help. Every step of the way, the God that called you Joladele Ogundipe will always show up on your behalf. God will make you proud. He will give you a voice. It will cause your head to stand above your adversaries. I was moved to tears this morning watching the excitement, watching the energy, and how you guys see. Loyalty is not tested when things are good. Loyalty is not tested when your face is there. But when people can stand firm and invest the same energy they use when they see you. See, there are so many churches today. Hear me. I'm not taking this for granted. I've been in ministry for over 21 years. There are so many churches today that the senior pastor don't travel, they don't honor invitation because of one thing. If the member knows that next Sunday pastor is traveling to Abuja to go and preach, they won't come to church. If they know that their senior pastor will not be in one service, the members will not come. So their pastors don't honor invitation. They don't leave. If they have to preach somewhere, they preach somewhere during the week. They have to do Sunday service in their church, or else the church service will be a shambles. If they have to be outside at all costs, I know pastors that can't even go on leave. They will have to, not inform the church member that they are traveling, so that people will not say because Daddy Osinle they will not come. But you know that not only that your pastor is not around, he's in a very dicey situation in a confinement, and you guys come through for him like that to shame his adversaries. God will disgrace every of your enemy on your behalf. For this one that you have done is commendable. You don't know the enormity of what you did today. Let me tell you the effect of what you have done. The effect of what you did came to play 2 hours after the service. Oh, we saw them online, crying and ranting. Not a specific sense in a 2-3 hour show. Cursing and crying. You see how you guys pour fire on? Oh God. Ọlọ́mọ yẹn kẹ́ pa àwọn èèyàn míì gan sef. Ẹ kàn sáré fún wọn ní headache láàrin. I have prayed for you in my quiet time when I saw that. I'm impressed with all of you. Somebody said volume. I can't shout more than this. That's why we are using microphone. Hear me. Your life, that's the prayer that came to my mind when I was trying. I said, your life will not be devoided of help. The Bible talks about Jesus. He said he was marvelously helped. God will raise help on each and every one of you. I want to especially thank the leadership, or everyone who have become the Aaron, lifting the hand of Moses. Every subordinate and associate pastor, the leadership, the music director, every one of you, the resident pastor, all of the leadership at various capacity, you guys are the best gift God has given to Prophet Oladele. You guys are the best gift that God has given to Genesis Global as a commission. And God will bless you. In the day of adversity, God will remember today, and he will show up on your behalf. If truly God called your pastor, the grace of the commission will fully take effect in your life. I want to especially thank you on his behalf. I am impressed. I am greatly impressed. I'm greatly impressed. God bless you. God bless you. I can't get over it since morning. Like, this is great. This is really great. Now, this is a joke though. This is on the light side. I said I would make this announcement just in case I have exes here. I've not dated so many people in my life, but a couple of them. Or just in case you know any of my ex, please help me call them. That in case they are giving me anything that they are not happy about, let them call me now and get a refund o. Gbogbo wọn tó ti fún mi ní Christmas card, Valentine gifts, kí n ra nǹkan gidi fún yàn náà. Boxer àti singlet ni àti balila, ọ̀rẹ́ máa ń perfume ayé àtijọ́ yẹn perfume kan tó máa ń rùn fún 5 days yẹn tó máa ń rùn bí òkú yẹn. Tètè pè mí nísìnyí kò gba refund o. Ìwọ tó bá ti fún mi ní gift èyí tó níwọ ex sọnù kan àbí o ti fún mi, ó láyé kí ọmọ kan fún mi ní ó fún mi lówó tí mo fi gba WAEC. Jọ̀ọ́ mi morúkọ ẹ mọ́ pè mí o, pè mí o, gba refund ẹ nísìnyí. Tó bá lọ dúró de jọ́ ògo mi tó fẹ́ máa ṣe bí idiot, wo àrá ló máa sán pa ẹ́ o. I don't want to hear, oh, I gave him money to buy, I bought his bed, I bought his bed sheets. Mi fẹ́ gbọ́ o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. Because you see, I'm not going to cut for anybody because of boxer and singlet. You guys don't buy anything good for me in the first place. Ká máa sọ ká máa jẹ́ra nísìnyí o. Fàyẹ́zì, jọ̀ọ́ tó bá fún mi ní nǹkan tètè sọ tí ó bá ti tẹ́ ẹ lọ́rùn nísìnyí wá gbà o. Every unfriendly friend, in fact, you don't have to be my girlfriend gan. If you are just my friend, you bought me Christmas gift and you are not happy about it, call me now. Kí má di ká máa ṣàṣírà wa lórí ní life yìí o. Mo ṣe máa make ẹ o. I will soon make it in my life. I'm smelling it like this. I will soon blow. Don't wait for me to blow. You will not be doing like you want to be unfortunate. Court letter, okay. Ṣebí ẹni tó bá wà láì gbó. A máa gbé ṣọ̀pọ̀n náà lọ kóòtù ni o. Genesis ni pastor o. If you borrow me money and I pay you and you are not happy about it, wàá gbowó ẹ o. Mi ti make ẹ nísìnyí o. Because this dispensation we are now, a gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ́ kó rí wá pé o. Àwọn arógo bògo jẹ́ arógo bínú ògo. Let's be guided o. Let's be guided o. You know that is why specifically I don't do certain things on my platform. How many of you notice I don't do adverts? You think I don't get adverts? I don't get people come to say they want to advertise their products? I don't do adverts on this platform specifically. People have talked to me. I've spent, in the last 1 month, I spent over like $1,100 for me to have a better production. Bought new equipment, bought all that on my own money. God has blessed me to an extent that I can afford certain things. I can actually just say, oh, I have so many dogged fans. If I ask people to contribute $10 now, at least I will get at least 200 people that will do that. At least. I'm not stupid. I know there are few. I'm not. Ojo is plenty, but there are still few people who still love me to that extent that can trust me with $10, $20. But I won't do it. I don't do advert because I don't want corruption. I don't want a mess. Don't buy something on my platform. You now say that I don't want that nonsense. One have to be guided. You can't. If I can watch myself, I can't watch what I'm advertising for. I don't want to be anybody's brand ambassador. Sheyi, we will not be mad though. Sure, those are my old friend, my very old friend. Sheyi onidamu aniyawere. You know, I don't do adverts. Specifically, I don't raise funds for people. There are some cases I've addressed, and people say, oh, why can't we just contribute for the person? And I was like, nope. As much as I want to help people, there are people who have reached out to me and they have really, problem that needed attention. There's a particular lady that had a problem with her child. They've done a surgery. They needed to do another phase of surgery, and they reached out to me and they suggest to me that I, put it out here and get help for her. As much as I want to get help, because I have commit myself. Auntie, ṣọ́ra yín o. Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ fún mi lówó náà. Ẹ kọ́kọ́ fún mi lówó yẹn náà ká tó máa sọ. Èmi kan máa fi rẹ̀ máa ṣe.
1 moment.
Ta ló ń bá Siri sọ̀rọ̀ gángan? Tálàyé bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó kí n contribute. Now, I don't want to do it. The lady, I felt so much sympathy for her. She sent me pictures, I saw it. But I don't want to raise funds on my platform to my Diyamayama. Yes, I promised Scuba that I would do advert for him. Yes, I know I promised Scuba that I would do advert for him. I've spoken with him. He sent me the sting of his stuff. I promised I would do advert for him, which I might do, but I won't likely do it on the show or something. I will just post your content. There are people I post their content for the purpose of, advertisement. I will post it. If you send me what to post, I can post for you. But me putting my integrity in line, I have a reservation with that. And if long short dancing, give me the money first, so we'll not meet in court. You understand? Give me the money first. Somebody say Fires Brand is coming. Mark my word. Don't worry, me and Fires Brand are just one. Now, this lady, I felt bad. I really want to help. But guess what I did? I gave her what I have by the grace of God. I reached out to one or two friends who I think they are reasonable and we can be on the same page. I begged them on her behalf and asked them, please give me money. What do you need money for? I said, I want to help somebody and I don't have money. And they gave me what they could get and I sent. It might not solve the entire problem, but at least we reached a little inch. She won't say I didn't give. And then there are a couple of people who have reached out to me. Just maybe some people are just in die-hard crisis. 42. I have the worst fine in the world. My audience are crazy. It is you people that always get me in trouble, right? You people here, all this my audience. A man for me, so all of them are you guys always make me go and step on toes that I'm trying to run away from problem on this Facebook. I run away with my life. You guys do not allow me to have my peace. God is watching you. I don't want to raise fund for anything. I don't want to do it because sometimes as a speaker, you just going to mess yourself up. Okay, to buy trust, you should trust in your advert money. Then some people are good today, they become evil tomorrow. What are you going to do? You can vouch so my mama she damage control. I don't want to do it. So I don't do advert, I don't raise fund, and I don't ask for donations. Like there will never be a day by the grace of God that I will say give me money for something or because I'm doing show you give me money. But me that I'm for to buy from low me need that padà. But me come my big lower. You understand? If tọ́lọ́ bá rán ẹ sí mi mo ṣe wà mi ò kò sí kí n dówó bí Dangote tó bá fún mi $5 máa gbà máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹbí pé 100 million ló fún mi. Bẹ́ẹ̀dì nìkan kọ́ bed sheet ni somebody say do you sell bed? Me I'm not selling bed, I'm selling this thing ostrich. Ṣé mo ostrich? Ẹ ṣáà fi yẹn lẹ̀ o let me not talk. Let's get to the business of the day. Enough of messing around. Now, the last time I posted something on Facebook that narrated the whole story about Princess Olaitan. Oh yeah, shocked me. I want to be shocked. I posted something the last time. If you want me, I'll beg it for you. Who is asking for my PayPal? The man want me for share. The fact that I say I don't raise money doesn't mean I don't like money. I like money, die. Now, I posted the whole story. That narrate the whole story between Prophetess Oladele and Fọlọ́run. Ṣé ẹgbẹ́ tí kò sí mi lẹ́nu nísìnyí Fọlọ́run Adamson. Ṣé bí ìsìn náà? I wanted to say Láìdé. I said Fọlọ́run Adamson. The whole story between Prophetess Oladele and the lady Láìdé Williams. I'm trying to avoid talking about WICKEDNESS for some reason. Like I said, it is disrespectful for me to be addressing some things. In control, but it really makes sense at all, making you address it more. If anybody did not realize Kibuki in Jack Boroni, I will be surprised. I don't want to talk about that. Our Genesis, one road, the lorry, the beginning and Mugon, each track. So when somebody is, then you can see that this girl is schizophrenic. She's clearly schizophrenic. If anybody who is in psychiatric health can detect that, this is a spot diagnosis. How can a reasonable person, èèyàn tó normal, now, eléyìí ò dá, oh, dem okay wọ́n ló ní problem. Only you now is coming to attack like tons of people because of one person that you want to malign. At what point did it become an issue for we to have a contrary opinion over an issue? Till Jesus will come, there will always be two sides to every issue. There will always be two sides to every situation. How can somebody that is normal in right senses, so you will now begin to build hatred and enmity and stage a fight for everybody who don't share your view? Excuse me, you suck. I don't want to talk about it. Tó bá di bọ́ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kì í ṣòro mọ̀ torí ọmọdé wa fẹ́ burú báyẹn ẹsẹ̀ ló máa kọ́ me. I don't want to give WICKEDNESS that kind of audience. Kò kí make sense to me. Okay, now WICKEDNESS in the last 4 months, 5-6 months, I know how many times she shared that the freeze video. You know those days when we were saying the fake pastor and of course that the freeze was coming for was attacking pastors. She was sharing that the freeze show that the freeze was a good man then. All of a sudden, today now, that the freeze is a very stupid albino. Abi? Mo kú jẹ́rìí yẹn kọ́ lóun jẹ́ kó gbọ́ ó máa fún ẹ size ẹ̀. Èèyàn tó normal wo ló máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Dami poor. So anybody that now do the show, you do your show, you talk about this man. Somebody else do show. Ṣé bí nǹkan tí wọ́n mọ̀ ń pa Genesis ló sọ? Nǹkan tèmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ máa sọ. Kí ló fàjánù yẹn? Olóòótọ́ ìlú kì í gbẹ́ ilẹ̀. Kó tó sọ pé wà látàláì nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí wà látàláì wà á dé èèyàn tó ń tọwọ́ bọ̀lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Wà látàláì wà látàláì wà á dé èèyàn tó ń tìka bọ̀lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Irọ́ ló ń pa. Ọlọ́run bá ń gbọ́ mo fọlọ́run bá ṣẹlẹ̀ onírọ́ ló máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. We can't share a contrary view. You are going to read comments. You are restless. Gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Hear me somebody. By the grace of God, I've reached out to Prophetess Oladele and I don't know how best to say it. Baba I'm bold new. It's not what we want, but I can give you a statement of comfort that that man is fulfilling purpose, even in prison. Loads of people there who want prayer, who want this, who want that. Is fulfilling purpose, is living well, is fine. Genesis tó rò pé ó mú, tó rò pé ó gbé wálẹ̀, tó rò pé ó ti ṣe é, you have done the worst for him. He has gone to prison. He's sleeping and he's sleeping well. He's sleeping all night. Ìwọ tó sọ pé o win tẹ́ ẹ jubilate ńjọ́ wo, ìwọ ló lè sùn. Èwo la rí nínú yín tó ní tó wùyàn? Èwo lèèyàn rí nínú yín tó wùyàn? Àǹtí ẹ ti bí ojú ẹ̀ ń kónú bí akọ òkú. Ìwọ rèé ló ń ṣí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ foundation. Òun ṣí ipa makeup ò ká ẹ mọ́. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́rọ̀. Kí ni Genesis? Okay, let's get back to the foundation. Kí ni Genesis ṣe fún ẹ gangan? Like, let us. I just want to find out. I won't say what I feel. Let us find out. Kí ló ṣe fún gangan? Ó gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àbí? Okay. Bàbá ẹ ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ó lọ bẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ lọ model ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Mo dáwó síbẹ̀ ó di wàhálà àbí? Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì bàbá ẹ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Mi ò rò pé ó san kọ́bọ̀ síbẹ̀ rí. Of course o ní lọ́bẹ̀ ò ní sanwó síbẹ̀. Ta ni nǹkan rí òun? Ìwọ náà fẹ́ bó lórí rẹ̀ dòwò pọ̀. Ó tan wifi sí hotspot ogologo àbí? Òun ṣí wifi lẹ́ẹ̀sí hotspot ogologo. My 30. I saw somebody told me something. Ibi tẹ́ bá fi mọ̀ pé ayé ọmọ yìí ti bàjẹ́ pátápátá. Somebody told me something and I was like, it's not true. They said Bukky Jesse did a comment on Genesis Global website and he wrote there, those days when the things were cool, is man gungoyan. My punani is for Genesis. And I was like, mama worry Bukky buru boko buru to yen. No, kò lè worse tó yẹn náà pé irọ́ ní sẹ́ no. Nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ká sọ. Ẹ má yẹ ká máa dùrùn mọ́yàn. My punani is for Genesis. And I was like, no, she can't say that. I said, she can't possibly say that. There's no way she can say that. Until recently, somebody sent me a screenshot. And I saw it with my own eyes. Ekini Genesis Global, he owned my prophet Genesis, he owned my punani. Lori church live stream. My punani is for Genesis. Hear me. Let me teach you the art of war. These are the places that have fought Genesis. And you know I've always said it. Man is Leo. Prophet is Leo. Hear me. A demon you do not deal with today will deal with you before tomorrow. When irregularity persists and you are being psychedelic about it, you are trying to be emotional. Kó má dàbí pé wo gba àwọn tẹ́ ń ṣe kó má dàbí pé fún tó bá fara ẹ lẹ̀ àwọn náà sì máa kó bá ẹ lọ́la o. Yorùbá sọ pé ìjọ́ tí a bá rí bi òun ni bí máa ń wọlẹ̀. Tó o bá ti fààyè gba èṣù á jẹ ẹ̀rùn o. If you don't deal with a devil the day you spot it, it will deal with you before you realize it. I saw the thing with my own eyes. They sent me a screenshot of it. Wait. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can show it one way or the other. Did you see this? It is the owner of the punani. And I was like, wow. You let that remain? You allow that to remain? This is why we are here we are. Because táyé bá gbàgúnnu, táyé bá gba tápà, akọ́lé ìgúnnu. I was like, wow. Listen, there are friends in your life right now. In fact, some of them are family that are causing you havoc. You know. But because it's family, because it's church member, you are saying, Koma dabi pe. You allow them around you, they are still your associate. Somehow they still knows, they still circle around your life. It's a question of time. They will soon cause you a damage that you will not recover from if you don't deal with them now. Cut them off now. Devil. You cannot pacify a devil. A devil is a devil. Devil do not repent. Satan has not repented since even when he has been dethroned from heaven. You cannot pacify the devil. The Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Resist the devil and he will flee. You cannot come out and be paid with all these demons. Unfriendly friend, he is surrounding you. You are saying, because we went to this. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. I want to give you another insight. I told you, you cannot pacify the devil. A devil you don't deal with today will deal with you tomorrow. Hear me. When Buki was becoming toxic and satanic, evidently, that everybody could see around Genesis, Genesis' hands were tied according to him, because it is according the regard of his father, of her father on her. Why did he have so much regard for the father? When he wanted to start Genesis Global, of course he was resisted. They said Ki Shomo Sele, Abisi Sele, and that also all this madness about church and doctrine and all these people who nothing good is happening in their ministry, they are just being frightened and all of that. So he was resisted. They didn't want to cooperate with him. And they said, Gilbert Jesse, who unfortunately is the father to this demon, said, no, this young man, he has so much zeal. And he took him by the hand and said, no. So he flaunted for him, he fought for him, and he helped him to inaugurate his church. So this man holds so much loyalty to Gilbert Jesse. So Gilbert Jesse is no more. He accorded, just like David said, is there any one person? No, I said David. He says, is there any one person in the house of David that I might show kindness? And they went to bring Mephibosheth. So the same thing, Genesis. Oh, she's the daughter of Gilbert Jesse. I remember what he did to me. So when she was really going off and out of proportion, he didn't want to fight with her. He didn't want to command her. Omo Gilbert Jesse ni command big pay. Hear me. Some people are good for your yesterday, but they are a danger to your today. There are friends you have 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, that were very instrumental to your growth. So that's why you still keep them, even when they begin to cause you havoc. They have served their purpose. Let them go. There are people who are meant to be only in your yesterday. Abraham and Lot. God said to him to take Lot, his cousin. But at some point, God said, let him go. He can't be in your camp no more. Paul and Barnabas were in the ministry of the gospel. And they were preaching together. And at some point, they began to have conflict of interest. Peter said to him, separate me, Barnabas, from Paul. Because if they continue to be together, they will begin to have a conflict of interest. And they will just begin to mess around. Keep friends while they serve purpose. Once it becomes toxic, let them go. How many friends do you have that you are very close before? Hear me. God is talking to somebody. You are very close before. You see each other every time. You are korikosun, as Yoruba people will say. You did not fight. There was no fight. Nothing really happened. But now, you guys are not that close again. And it's not as if you guys are now in different locations. You are still in the same city, but you are not that close. You don't talk that much before. Like what used to be before. Hear me, sister. They have served their purpose. Let them go. Now it is you that is keeping your phone. You are picking up your phone every time. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní àkótí. Oh, dẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́. Ó ga o. Mo ti gbà tẹ́ pa àṣìjọ máa ń kíní kan. Oh, tí ẹ kì í pè mí mọ́. Ó ga. Your friend tẹ́ ẹjọ́ close pàtẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ jọ wà ní the same town. Ó ṣe kó mọ. Ó ṣe graduation. Kò pè ẹ́. Ó ń gbé fóònù ó ń pè. Ó ga o. Ìjọ́ wo la wá di báyìí? Kíní kan. Ṣé ìjọ́ wo ni mo máa yá? Bóyá màá wá kí ẹ lọ́la. Màá wá kí ẹ fún tọmọ. Èèyàn tó bímọ tí ò pè ẹ́. Ó fẹ́ kú ni o. Don't hold down people that have done serving their purpose. People will never be idle in your life. If they are not for your lifting, they will be for your destruction. They can't be idle. And once relationship that you are in is not lifting you up and you are not letting it go, it's a question of time. It will pull you down. And I hope you recover from it. This lady. The father was dead for me. The father was dead from the... Some people are only to serve a period of time in your life. If you continue to hold on to them, they will hold down your life. Sometimes we journey together in life. Does not necessarily mean we are going to the same destination. Did somebody hear that? Sometimes we journey together in life is not because we are going to the same destination. No. We are just taking the same route for now. Tó bá dé T junction, only right máa gba right, only left máa gba left. Tó bá tẹ̀lé ẹni tó ń lọ left gba left, right dẹ̀ lọ nu ẹ, wàá sọnù sọ́fìn ayé. Àjọ rìn ní ìsìn omi ìpàjọ ń lọ ibì kan náà. Tá a bá jọ wọ mọ́tò láti Ṣàngó, láti Òṣòdì, tá à ń lọ tẹ́bù dé Yànàpájà tí mo yà, tó o bá yà tẹ̀lé mi. Meanwhile Ṣàngó alákòókò ni wọ́n ń lọ, Genesis ló ń lọ jẹ́jẹ́. Èmi yà Yànàpájà tí jẹ́jẹ́ mi tí mò ń lọ Ọ̀kọ̀tún. Tó o bá yà tẹ̀lé mi, o ti sọnù. Bọ̀ sórí láti Òṣòdì dé Yànàpájà, a lè wọ kọ̀ọ̀kan náà, ibì kan náà lájọ ń lọ. As at then. So as at 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we can route the same way. Does not necessarily mean we are going to the same destination. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi dẹ̀ ti yà ṣá, kò dẹ̀ wá pè mí mọ́ mi nǹkan mọ́. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́ kí wá àtọ́rẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ mi ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ wà ọ̀rẹ́ mi nì. People ask about them, you are still vouching for them, you are defending them. Some of you defend people that you have not even seen for you. Today is not for motivational. We are not talking life today. I'm getting back to my content because we are going to get back to School of Success. How many of you still remember School of Success? This term will soon be over. We will have enough chance to get back to our real content. My value, my call, and my commission is to add value, not to be doing all these fight and arguments up and down. Of course, the effect. How can somebody have headache? Because you try to bring somebody down and you look as if he's not down. Do you know that Bukky Jesse don't even need anything from Genesis? Tọ́n bá fún lówó lé ní inú òtí ní dùn, kò sí nǹkan tó lè mú náà dùn. All she wants is not to attack Genesis. All she wants is to convince everybody otherwise. The love that that man is experiencing is her problem. All she wants is to be able to persuade everybody to believe that this man is evil. This man is evil. The joy, there's something bad to go. Okay, you're burúkú ni. Okay, rapist ni. Mo like rapist. Kí ni problem eh? Okay, Froster ni. Èmi mo tẹ. Ọlọ́ bí ìgbà tó kọ Froster mọ́ mi ni mo kàn like wọn. Kí lẹ tún pé? Ó bá yẹn sùn. Àwọn tó máa ń bá yẹn sùn mo máa like. Kí lẹ ló ṣe? Kò tọ́jú ọmọ mi ìtẹ̀ like ẹ̀ máa tọ́jú ọmọ náà personally. Kí ló kún ẹ? Okay, mo like ẹ. Kò dáa mi like èèyàn tó dáa. Fake pastor ni àwọn original pastor mo hate jùlẹ̀ ayé. Mo like fake pastor. As in mo like fake pastor kù. Kí ló okay ó yá sí mi. They didn't chase you in the first place. Ṣé borí burúkú ẹ ló lé ẹ kúrò ńbẹ̀? Wọ́n lé náà. Ìwà onífoníwà lẹ̀ ni. He's a rapist. Did he rape you? No. Kí ló kún ẹ? Somebody say, oh, God will send somebody like Genesis to you. I say, Ami. Okay, kí ló dé wá kún ẹ? Your daughter will meet somebody like Genesis. Say, Ami, so. Okay, kí ló kún ẹ? Why are you fighting everybody that have a different opinion to you? He's evil. I like evil people. Àti gbọ́ for crying out loud ó ti get àti gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ ni. Oúnjẹ blọ́ọ̀gì bí àgbọ̀nrín eyín ẹnu kwà. Kò bọ́lá jẹ́ o. Báyà tiẹ̀ ló tiẹ̀ lóbi tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ lè túra sí òwò wọ́n lè bá a sọ̀rọ̀ kán lè bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Bóyá àbá tiẹ̀ tún ó tiẹ̀. What is the point? Like, what are we having this argument for? He's not a good person. He's not a good person. Àti gbọ́. Àti gbà kò dá. Wàhálà tàlà ẹ má ẹni tó bá tún sọ pé Genesis dà fún Bukky ẹ má don't come. Ẹ sọ kan sọ fún pé a mọ̀. Àní Genesis is a fraudster. Jene whip. Okay, I like it bẹ́ẹ̀. Any question? Ìwọ ò dẹ̀ má lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀ mọ́. O dẹ̀ block Genesis Global lórí fóònù ẹ̀ block kílé tó ń wo church service wọn. Ó máa ń ṣe church service a máa tú Oṣuèdì. A máa tú Oṣuèdì. Kí ló ń wo fún? Tó bá yẹ pé ògùn ọ̀fẹ́ nísìnyí láyé ẹ̀. Ó ń tú Oṣuèdì. Má wo mọ́ náà. Genesis gíníkan Genesis Ọlọ́run tí ń bá lọ́mọ 5 years old tó bá ń wine bí Bukky ṣe ń wine máa ń nà tiẹ̀ ta. Tí ń bá lọ́mọ 5 years old tó bá ń wine bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn máa ń na ayé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Láti April May I'm coming with video. I have voice recording. I am coming with this one. Dollar. Who don't know that? Omobola tell people that Bukky Jesse was. Is there anybody that doesn't know that Bukky Jesse is an ex-convict? No, now. Kò sí biggest, kò sí scammer tó Bukky Jesse láyé yìí. Òun ṣe credit card. Wọ́n tiẹ̀ mọ́lé. Boyfriend tó ní criminal ni. Criminal àgbáyé ni tán tì mọ́lé. Everybody ló mọ̀ owó make news lọ ni. Kí ni wọ́n pe eléyìí tó ń fẹ́ gbà yẹn? Fẹlá. Kì í ṣe FBI ló wá gbé ni. Ìwọ ló alẹ́ nu máa pèyàn kan ní fraudster. Àbúrò ẹ̀ ò pé. Ìwọ gangan ní ìjìnlẹ̀ fraud, ògbóǹtarìgì fraud, certified PhD holder fraud. Ìwọ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Kì í ṣe ayé ìlàwà tó yẹ kí wọ́n wọ́ ẹ síta bí ọmọ ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ, tó yẹ kí gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀dì tó ń lò nu yàrá ẹ̀. Ike náà fi rà á tán tó sọ ké tán lò fún ẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ ṣánkú dànù. Bẹ́ẹ̀dì tó ń lò nu yàrá ẹ̀ gò tí ì ṣe ń di ẹ̀dì sí ike náà fi rà á. Fíríjì tó lò ń lẹ̀ ìwọ tó ọ̀dà oúnjẹ tó ọ̀dà pizza látọ́ tẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ fún ẹ báyìí ni pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni ọmọ tó deliver oúnjẹ fún ẹ gbà báyìí. Àwọn ìyá láyìí ìyá ẹ̀ tán mú ẹ̀ mú. Ta ni ò sí láyé gbà yẹn? Ìwọ ń gbèyàn lè criminal. Have you ever noticed that these things that are going on in the life of these people no ma fi accuse èèyàn? Kí ni ẹlẹ́nu jàbàtì tó ṣẹnu ṣùtì bí ẹni Haúsá yẹn Maureen. Ìyẹn á máa bú èèyàn kan pé èèyàn kan ṣe kíní kan. Ìyẹn ò lè ọ̀lẹ ọ̀fọ́n. Ìjọ́ wo ni Maureen ti gba aṣẹ́ ṣe last? Lúkọ̀yà ṣé ìwọ tó register ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì as PLC? Ìwọ tó register ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì as a limited liability company? Tí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì òun ò gbèrú, òun bú pásítọ̀ kan. Ní pásítọ̀ kan gbowó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn. Lúkọ̀yà. Tẹnu bá ti wà tí vein orí ò lè di mú mọ́, ìsọkúsọ àwọn tẹnu bẹ̀ jáde. Ìwọ orú wa sọ pé pásítọ̀ kan ń ṣe kinní kan ó ní sexually assault àwọn èèyàn. Ní ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé ilé ọkọ ló wà tó ti lóyún fẹ́ lòmíì. Orí ẹ̀ ò pé ilé Gbádéjọ ló wà tó ti lóyún fòdìrì Nigerian Airways. Nǹkan tó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ life wọn sí wèrè máa ń rò pé tí notice tí wèrè bá fẹ́ búyàn first table tó máa ń wà lẹ́nu wèrè a ní wèrè àwọn wèrè ló máa ń búyàn wèrè. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ life wọn ló máa fi ń bú ẹlòmíì. If you see a criminal, they are the one that always been conscious of being duped. It is criminals are always bígbà tẹ́ bá ọkùnrin tó ti ṣe ṣìnà pa àwọn ọkùnrin alágbèrè gidi àwọn ọkùnrin oníṣìnà tó gbóǹtarìgì ṣìnà yẹn tó bá bímọ obìnrin àwọn náà street jo ọmọ wọn ò lè bọ́ta o wọ́n máa ń ṣọ́mọ wọn bí Rottweiler ni o ojú wọn máa dé báyìí ní dìdìdìdìdì ta ló pè ẹ́ ta ló ṣe kinní kan because ìwà wọn wọ́n ní ìwà ọmọ ló mọ́ ọmọ ṣòkígbẹ́ ìwà wọn ló máa ń jẹ́ kán máa rò pé everybody sínwín bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìwà wọn ni irú Bukky àléèyàn kan fipá gbowó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn iṣẹ́ owó tó lẹ́gà mélòó ló ti ṣe nílé ayé ẹ̀ látijọ́ tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ṣe dàgbà ní ọmọ ọdún ẹ̀ yìí 40 useless. How many legal jobs have you done in your life? Tó bá ní kéèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ owó wọ́n ní kéèyàn máa ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń bí owó báyìí iṣẹ́ owó mélòó ló ti ṣe tó bá kó gbogbo iṣẹ́ owó tó ti ṣe pọ̀ pé legal job tó ti ṣe tó fọwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe báyìí tó jẹ́ legal o ti ṣiṣẹ́ $50,000. Illegality has been the order of your life, bloody bastard. mi láìkí máa dá sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky ẹ má jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky bọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Bukky insult ni. Bídà mo wá dìtẹ̀ sí lójú bẹ́yẹn ó ń wo fan mi ni mo rí ó máa ń jókòó síbi ni. They just okay now Dami Paul ti ṣe é báyìí Daddy Freezy tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n ní fan yẹn ó di ṣe é. gbogbo ẹwà àdúgbò èèyàn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bú nísìn o ti lọ fẹnu kọ lọ́dọ̀ I've forgotten her name now. O kàn wá ń kọlugi kọlọpẹ kọlugi kọlọpẹ kọlugi kọlọpẹ wọ́n yẹ kán ṣiṣẹ́ àlàáfíà kán wá wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe. You are sleepless, you are restless, you are worn out. Èèyàn tó lóun ṣe ó ń ṣìlì àbóòrá yí ẹ̀ ń ta wo ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì bó ṣe kún ṣe èrèwé wọ́n ṣe yá apá òbí ni wọ́n ṣe ń dùn tán ṣe ń jó. Artist méjì ló ṣeré níbẹ̀ lẹ́ni free of charge. Mega 99 tó fẹ́ pààyà kí ló ń pe àǹtí ìyá tó sìn tó fẹ́ pààyàn lórí tíyẹn torí ẹ̀ bínú Genesis pé kò gbọ́hùn pé Mega 99 ló wọlé wẹ́rẹ́ ló wá ṣeré ló sáré wá ṣeré ọ̀fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ni ṣe bá ń rí. Ó gbé BBC yóò gbé BBC yẹn ń ṣe BBC UK òpònú. Wọ́n ní nǹkan British Broadcasting Corporation ó ní kì í ṣe ara BBC UK. Lè máa kó sí bá a ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky bí ìgbà téèyàn waste time rẹ̀ ni. Bukky níyàwó Genesis ò kàwé illiteracy yẹn ló ń dẹ̀ láàmú gbígbé wọn lè advice yẹn illiteracy yẹn ló. Ọlẹ́sìn mi gbọ́dọ̀ parọ́ first time tí mo wo Bukky show Bukky more than 30 minutes ní ìní ní ìkínlẹ̀ stand there but mo wo for about 30-45 minutes lẹ́nu. Illiteracy ìyàwó jẹ Ṣọlá illiteracy yẹn ló ń dẹ̀ láàmú nígbà tó máa ba yá rẹ̀ jẹ́. No, kí la fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky fún náà? A lè sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky. Kò sí, mo sọ fún yín it's a waste of time. A lè sọ mi ò lè máa bá yín bú Bukky. Láyé Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ waste of time ni. Nígbà téèyàn bá sọ pé àwọn tí ò kí àwọn drop out ló máa ń lọ sóṣù. No, àwọn drop out ló máa ń graduate lóṣù. Ọ̀rọ̀ pọlọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Nígbà téèyàn sọ pé èèyàn parẹ́ ó wá sá lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ó láwọn drop out ló máa ń graduate lóṣù. Ọdẹ àìníwà ecris ọdẹ ló jẹ́ kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èèyàn tó bá graduate ò kì í ṣe drop out. That's some blunder of words. Ìwọ tó ò dá ta ló sọ pé WAEC mi láìkí nǹkan tẹ máa ń sọ WAEC lọ́n kò ní GS3 certificate. Ẹ sọ pé Victor sọ pé ẹni kó mu bọ́ta junior WAEC Bukky òní. Ó ní àwọn tí ó pé illiteracy yẹn ló ń dẹ̀ láàmú Ṣọlá illiteracy ìgbà tẹ́ pé ó sú ló lọ. Àwọn drop out ló máa ń graduate ló sú. Bukky ó mọ̀ tún mọ̀ nǹkan tó pè ní drop out ni ẹni tí ò bá kàwé tán báwo lè máa sọ pé drop out ń graduate ló sú. Mo kàn wú báyìí mo ní no náà kí lèèyàn fẹ́ bú gẹ̀yìn fún náà ó ń bú rẹ̀ náà. Gbogbo àwọn fáànì Bukky jèsè tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń rí wọn ẹ máa gbàdúrà fún wọn èèyàn tó ní ìdádúrà ni pé Ọlọ́run á ṣayé ọmọ wọn bíi ti Bukky. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wẹ́n tó lè ṣàmínú wọn. Àwọn fáànì Maureen tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rí wọn ẹ máa gbàdúrà fún wọn pé k'Ọlọ́run ṣayé wọn bíi ti Maureen kó ṣayé ọmọ wọn torí most of the wọn ayé wọn ti bàjẹ́ already kó ṣayé ọmọ wọn bíi ti Maureen. No, now Bukky that cannot text in English, you had to ask me to tell her to speak proper English. But she will pan. Èyí tó di taṣẹ́ tà tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ṣe wá kéèyàn wá lọ górí ara wọn. No, kò lè work bẹ́ẹ̀. I don't like when people are trying to make people do what you know they cannot do. It's unfair. That's set up. Ó láwọn tó drop out ló máa ń graduate lóṣù. Now oníyàwó Genesis kó study Yorùbá. Pé ìgbà tó jẹ́ kí Yorùbá ló study. Jọ mo ti gbàgbé jàre. Kí ló study jàre ní tiẹ̀? Study orí burúkú. Study for gbogbogbò. Àbí? Study for orúkọ. Study ká ṣe credit card cartoon scam. Wọ́n say you cannot scam the scammer. Ti Bukky kọ́ Bukky scam the scammer. Ó scam Fẹlá náà. Fẹlá àgbà scammer. Bukky tún scam ẹ̀. Ṣé ó ju owó Fẹlá lọ ní náà? ngbọ̀n mú yẹn owó tán kó sí lọ́wọ́ ṣe bí Bukky jẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀ ni òṣì ara tàmára ẹ wo a lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky ọ̀rọ̀ gidi wà tá a fẹ́ sọ a lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky èmi ò ní bá yín bú Bukky Bukky ló kéré ju gbogbo problem easy fix ni I always tell you easy fix ni I feel sad for her I feel sad for her. I feel sad for her. I feel sad for her. I can't even have any argument with anybody about these people. Àti Maureen àti Bukky. Mi ò lè bá wọn èèyàn argue pa wọn. All I say now is, wo ṣebí Bukky right mo gbà. Ọlọ́run á ṣayé ọmọ ẹ. Á mú first child ẹ àti last child ẹ á ṣayé wọn bíi ti Bukky. Tó o bá ti lè ṣàmì fuck off. Maureen is a true sayer. Mo gbà. Kọ́lọ́run kó mú ayé ọmọ ẹ kò sí bó ṣe lè tọ́ wọn tó kó ná igba lé wọn lórí Ọlọ́run á ṣayé wọn bíi ti Maureen. Ṣàmì tó o bá ti lè ṣàmì we can't have a conversation. Ìwọ sọ pé kọ́lọ́run ṣayé mi bíi ti Genesis bóyá mi ní fòsókè ṣàmì. Ìfá akẹ́tún fi tẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ náà sí èmi gan máa láì kí n lọ sẹ́wọ̀n tó rí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kí n mo láì kí n lọ sẹ́wọ̀n kí n dẹ̀ tún méèkì ẹ̀ kí n lọ sẹ́wọ̀n kí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì mi máa bọ̀ kí ọ́fìn máa lọ kí táì máa ó dà pẹ́ ń ṣe rẹ̀. A living dog is better than a dead lion. A living dog is better than a dead lion. Àkúkú òbí sàn ṣe rádaràda. Ọmọ dànù ọmọ pàpà ńlági. Ẹ wo àlè sọ̀rọ̀ Bukky ọ̀tọ̀rọ̀ Bukky kan mo wá sán mi bàyẹ̀ kan ẹ kàn fẹ́ tọ̀ mí ni. Ìyàn tó ní máa yìí kí ló ń porúkọ olórin yẹn you done so much for me I cannot tell it o. Tó fi ṣe ṣòtàn kò rántí orúkọ ẹ̀ brain ẹ ti freeze. Tó bá ti jẹ́ pé rádaràda ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́rọ̀ àbòsí ìtanúkèta rìkíṣí lèèyàn kó sórí. There is no way àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí brain ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ fún kò ní ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Once you are not using your brain for sensible thing ṣe ni ìgbádùn báyìí. You done so much for me I cannot tell it o. Kí lorúkọ máa yẹn ná wọn bí dáa bó ṣe gọ̀ làwọn dẹ̀ ṣe gọ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó lè rán létí ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó rántí Tim Godfrey tì ó ní máa yẹn ó wọ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kan Louis Vuitton that one got me I swear to God ó wọ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì kan ó wọ sneakers bàtà kan. I don't know whoever it is that is calling my phone. Can you not call me right now? Ni crazy o. Ó wọ bàtà kan Louis Vuitton. Oh God, ṣé ni wà alright? Louis Vuitton and I was like well don't lẹ́yìn kan illiterate. Èèyàn tó lọ sósù tó study Yorùbá tó graduate first of all Yorùbá òun ṣe easy course o. Ò ṣe Christian Louboutin ló pè Christian Louboutin mo ní ó ga o Christian Louboutin ti jìyà lọ́wọ́ idiot yìí. Èèyàn tó study Yorùbá kì í ṣe olódo o. Yorùbá ń ṣe kọ́ọ̀sì kéèké tọmọ dìde kan lè bẹ́ lọ study o. Ó tiẹ̀ wá jẹ́ Yorùbá ló study, ó graduate. Bukky wọ́n tún bẹ́ẹ̀ síìtì kó fi ní high school diploma kò mà tún bọ́ sí i ó tún rí school lọ. Wá ń bí jẹ́ kí n máa dárúkọ ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe O level exam ní London fún ẹ kó lè ní high school diploma láti wọ school kó lè lọ ṣe program kó lè kọ́tẹ́ lè lọ ṣe bóyá bíi 4-month program ní community college níbẹ̀. Máa gbórúkọ jáde fún ẹ ìwọ bẹ́ẹ̀. I will tell you the day, the year, the SAT exam for you to have high school diploma in UK. So that you will have high school diploma to sit. Ṣó bọ́ọ̀kì fún ẹ ni. O lọ school ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta o sáko ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀n bí ẹ rí bí ìgbà tó ń pọ̀fọ̀ létí ẹ ni. Bí ìgbà tó ń pọ̀fọ̀ létí ẹ ni kò lè yá èèyàn tí ò lọ school láti GST rẹ̀ bá fẹ́ gbé sí higher institution ẹ rò pé ó máa dàbí ògèdè ni ó máa dàbí nǹkan tó ń gbọ́ nìyẹn bí lecturer ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ó dìde rí pé eléyìí ò lè work. Mo sá kúrò ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. I saw a comment now. Èèyàn tán ló study microbiology ló study Yorùbá ìbá study Ìgbìrà ó sàn jù ẹ lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń bú àwọn táyé wọn dájú ti ẹ lọ ni. Tí wọ́n bá pín ògo ìyàwó Genesis sí 4 á sì tó ×5 ògo tó ṣì ń lò yìí. Ó wà lórí kilobytes òun tó lọ ń bẹ́ sáwọn tó wà lórí terabytes ó mọ̀ pé ó jìnnà ni. Ẹ fi Bukky lẹ̀ jọ, ẹ fi Bukky lẹ̀. Let's talk on what matters. Ẹ̀yin ẹgbẹ́ Bukky dúró báyìí mo challenge kó dúró báyìí kí n máa bí ní 3×7 9×18 kó lè sọ láàrin 10 seconds kí n ka báyìí 10 seconds tí máa ń bí báyìí kó lè wà kó máa down. Everyone tó ń bá ti máa ń bí tó bá lè down within 10 seconds tá bá ti ń bí láwọn arithmetic just arithmetic BODMAS ni o addition subtraction division multiplication tó bá lè máa down in 10 seconds each one of them $100 a piece. $100 a piece for each one of them. Ẹgbẹ́ big boy ṣé ìyẹn wà nínú èèyàn téèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ máa. Between Genesis wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wèrè. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ orí burúkú yín. When Genesis and Laide were in a relationship, I posted the picture. When was that? On Thursday. I have other things to upload, but I just want to take it precept by precept because you see, our objective is not to win arguments. Our objective is to get the victory that lasts. Do you understand? So, I'm not trying to win an argument. Ẹgbẹ́ èèyàn lè máa bá argue. Do you understand? Ẹni tó bá ṣe ẹgbẹ́ èèyàn lè máa bá argue. So I wasn't. So, but you know, for clarity purposes, for the sake of those who are his followers and his fans, especially in a time like this where it's such a sensitive situation that has to do with legality, we don't want to do much of social media ranting. If I want jálẹ̀ kan máa gbó, kíní burúkú tó máa ń dún bíi ṣìgìdìlàjẹ ọ̀sán tó máa ń fì yẹn. I didn't listen to them, but I heard all of them are talking. And you say, people that comes talking to church of them are worrying nípa yẹn ni. The day that he will want to have a talk that we can listen to, let him have balls enough to come outside as a person. Oku mbala yerojo. Dead among the living kan yan kan meow meow. Wa ma do se yin oro ma dun. Ìwà kan wa lo n sọ̀rọ̀. Ọmọ àlè ni ẹ gbójú jáde kó sọ̀rọ̀ bí èèyàn. That's when you are talking as a man. We can't respond to people like that. Àbí èèyàn kan tó ti kú tó ti bẹ́rì tó jẹ́ kí everybody mọ̀ pé ó kú ni lórí Facebook ọ̀kan wá ní èèyàn kan update kan. My face is singing. I just pity those who always even try to inform me. Say, see, I don't answer this person. He's updating me. I say, I don't even know. Intentionally, anybody that has come there and I say I don't know the person. Mo para fún ni mo kàn ṣe bí kémi ò rí ni. Torí pé you don't. I want to create their non-existence because they really don't exist. You know. Now I uploaded a video, the picture of when the going was good with them. And you can see the image of Genesis. I don't encourage me. Apology to all the Genesis fans. How you know? Baba da be Urumba. Poverty written all over him. Young, poor, vulnerable. Okay, Mr. Biggs. I'm sure that day will be a good day for him then. It'll be a good day for him. Look at an aged, stricken, frustrated woman like that. Ẹ wò wọ́n lórí ìjókòó match. Irú yẹn dẹ̀ ń gorí ẹ. Ògbérù yẹn ò ha má bẹ́. Àwọn aṣèrè kan dẹ̀ ń pè vulnerable woman. Because you see, I'm so pissed with this idea of vulnerable thing tó máa ń sọ yìí. Vulnerable woman. Any woman that don't have a husband is a vulnerable woman. And somebody that is capable of walking out of a marriage. You don't know how hard that is. Somebody that is capable of walking out of a marriage, you say is vulnerable. He's not vulnerable. Calculus in you. Vulnerable women stay in marriage and stay abused. Those ones are the ones that are mumu. I did not abuse Olusho. He won't even believe you. Olusho is my friend. But come back, okay, mo go back. Throw back about that. Somebody say, where is the pics? People left for juicy. It's on my page. I posted it earlier. It's on my page. Mo ti ṣe party during the week. Mo ti ní picture tó pọ̀. Okay, mo ṣe rí. Ẹ gbà mí kẹ̀. You see the one I circled? I know some Genesis members will not even know their pastor. I might need the baby extra floodlight bí mẹ́ta ká tó lè rí face yẹn dáadáa torí face yẹn dúdú gidi. Oye yín face yẹn black gan. Ẹ wo màámi yìí. Mọ́mì yìí ní ìwà yìí. Ọwọ́ mi dà gan. Ẹ wò ìyá àgbà yìí. You see this woman to that boy, because that's a boy. Of course, he looked malnourished because that's 27 years old grown man looking like a 17 years old boy. Malnutrition ni. Ìwọ dẹ̀ wá, and now until London. First of all, you are way older than him. Somebody would live in a first world country. Working class, make good income, somebody from a very influential, rich family, politically stable. And you are calling that a vulnerable woman, you are sick in the head. Àwọn àǹtí Fowórokó yìí. Now, I did not even, this one is not even vulnerable. She left, walked out of a marriage, committed to a marriage, walked out of it, came to Lagos, they take you to a pastor to pray. Ó wá wò pé ó vulnerable eléyìí ò tí ì rí ṣe ó kàn lẹ́bùn ni. Now, let me explain to you. Some people have been saying, oh, he's a pastor there, he's not a pastor there. Spiritual gifts or ministry gifts is different from choosing a career in the ministry. He has a gift then. He had a gift, but he wasn't a pastor. There are so many people who have prophetic gifts that are not general overseers of any church, that they don't have a church, they are not pastors, but they have the gifts. I want to let me know. How much did you ever buy a phone? One people who live gan, one live life one. Is different from somebody who have chosen a career in ministry. This woman saw a gifting that she want to harness. Of course, you know that this one is still naive. Saw a naive guy like this who is vulnerable, who is and you guys are coming here to say Genesis defrauded a vulnerable woman. No, this is a wicked soul. This is a devil personified. She knows better than him then. She was using him to do so many dirty business for herself. The house that she was asking Genesis to help her to buy land, buy house. Which one of it was the husband aware of? I don't even want to talk about the lady. I am more concerned about the husband. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin bá lé ilé tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi. Ọlọ́run ò ní gba àṣẹ lẹ́nu yín dìlé yín torí tí owó ò bá sí lọ́wọ́ èèyàn àṣẹ á bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ obìnrin. Tó bá di pé ìyàwó ni breadwinner, ìyàwó ni destiny helper, ó máa ń sọ ọkọ di, ẹ máa rò pé ọpọlọ ó máa wà retarded ni. Men loses their mind when it is the woman that is sponsoring their life. I've said it to you before, women. Find a man that is hardworking, that is just in a situation in life. Help him to rise up. There's nothing wrong in helping a man. But at least help a man that is trying to rise. If it's just to give him a pull to get up, go ahead and do it. It's a good thing. God will bless you for it. But a man that is down, loafing on the ground, you are just spoon feeding, you are babysitting your husband. You will not buy jealous. Because me, I don't know any sensible man. Oh, they are in court. So that's the best thing that can happen to your destiny. Oh, the person they send Genesis to jail. No, they send the man that was living with your wife for 2 years. They send him to jail. What a testimony. Ṣe pa tó rí ṣe àbí kẹ́ pé pàṣọ kẹ́ ṣe carnival. Ẹnu wo lèèyàn fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀? Wọ́n sì wà nǹkan tó yára ti pé Genesis ti lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n ti lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Wọ́n fọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ lẹ́nu steady, ìyàwó ẹ̀ gbà odidi ìgbàlẹ̀ ó rẹ́ǹtì lé ní Jaffa. Fọkùnrin tẹ ọmọ inú ẹ̀. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ kìí tẹ́ kó sórí. Tọ́ máa sọ pé ẹnìkan bá ìyàwó èèyàn sùn kì í dùn yàn tí tó bá rẹ̀ tó jẹ́. Tó bá dé èèyàn kan tó kátó tó lè jù ẹ lọ, at least wàá ti máa pé ọgbọ́n obìnrin dẹ̀ wò ó dẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tó lè jù mí lọ ni. Ó gbé ọmọ inú ẹ̀, ó fi ẹ́lẹ̀ sí London òpònú ayérada. ó gbé ọmọ inú ẹ̀ sábẹ́ ní Nàìjíríà tó gbalé fún tó ń fọ́nìṣì èèyàn ń fọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ lẹ́nu ó tún sanwó ẹ̀ ìran ni òun ló dáwó fún tó fi gbalé òun ló dáwó fún wá ọ̀gá ṣé ìyàwó ilé ẹ̀ tó ń fi ń ṣe bí òun ṣe bí idiot yẹn ṣó ti ṣe fún ẹ tó bó ṣe ṣe fún Genesis so ìyàwó ẹ̀ gan wúlò fún Genesis jùwọ́ fúnra rẹ̀ lọ torí ká ló wúlò fún ẹni láìpẹ́ láti ní mínú at least wà níṣẹ́ àwọn apè ṣókà kì yóò ti du ẹ̀gùn o I don't think your wife has been useful to you the way he has been useful to Genesis 2 years péré. You have been with her for how many years now? Coca-Cola kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní ọ̀ṣà ń bọ̀wọ̀ lábọ̀dó pẹ̀lẹ́ o brother Tìdílà ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀lẹ́kù rọ̀jú àbọ̀dó yìí ni ṣáà fún ilé oúnjẹ kẹ́ ṣáà máa sùn kẹ́ máa jí. KSKG Kásùn Kájí Enterprises Mr. Tìdílà ẹ̀ ǹlẹ́. So you have the infantry to come online. Ó bá yàwó mi sùn gbá. Ta ló ń gbẹ́nu dákẹ́ bí ó ṣe dáàdì? Testimony ṣáà ti dé. Àwọn ti tì mẹ́wọ̀n and so what? Ìwọ ti wà lẹ́wọ̀n ti pẹ́ àsìn o ti ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn o mọ tó ti ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ni o ti ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ti pẹ́. The Bible says a man that cannot provide for his house is worse than an infidel. Go and check your dictionary and see what is called an infidel. O ti wà lẹ́wọ̀n ti pẹ́. Bob Marley of blessed memory. He said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None by ourselves will free our mind. There's what we call mental slavery. It's worse than imprisonment. Your mind, your soul, your life has been imprisoned long ago. You jubilate. Are you sure? Look at all of these people. Look at their camp. Look at people that follow them. Look at people that listen to them. Ask yourself, do you want your life to be like theirs? Èwo láyé ẹ̀san nu wọn ìkan gbé kan èrò jàǹgó. Èwo ni dáadáa ń tìdí ẹ̀yọ èwo lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ dáadáa sí mbẹ̀. Èwo lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ dáadáa sínú wọn. Now, you see in that picture, you can see the age group. So there's something like vulnerable, or it was using him. But that's not where I'm going today. I will upload this after this show. But clearly this was a case that was... Okay, let me even upload it now. I upload it to my page and this page. You will see something that is very questionable and highly disturbing. In a criminal case, when somebody is arrested, you remember he was arrested in 2012, thereabout. He was arrested in 2012. Please pardon me. I'm trying to upload that into Facebook so that some of you can see it. By SARS. SARS were the one, and then over the police, they conduct an investigation by different body of the law enforcement agency and the police. Now, in a criminal case that is being charged to court, you know it is the police that conduct investigation. When the case is that the court will request for police recommendation based on their investigation. Now, I have with me right now the recommendation of the Nigerian police and the investigation based on the investigation over this case of SARS about Genesis Global and Lide. It's a 2-page document. And if you can read it, it will bother your heart. This is it. See this document right here? And this is the other one. Signed. You see that this thing is signed by who? Assistant Inspector General and Assistant Commissioner of Police. You see? I will try and read some to you. That the petitioner admitted collecting the sum of 2.5 million, that is Genesis, admitted that I collect the sum of 2.5 million for the said Mrs. Olaide on the compassionate ground, not 8.5 million as alleged. On a compassionate ground, it was a donation, we call it pro bono, free will. I already posted on my page, on my personal account. I will post it on the page once this show is over. That a pursual of the Diamond Bank statement of account of the IPO Inspector Ibrahim Sadiq revealed that the representative of the petitioner, one Damola Samuel, deposited 40,000 into the IPO's account on the 16th of April 2009 and 20,000 on the 14th July 2009. A total of 60,000. That the IPO Inspector Ibrahim Sadiq admitted that his statement that he was hospitalized as a result of injuries sustained from gunshot from armed robbers. That the petitioner was among other sympathizers who donated money for his treatment through his account. That the complainant, Pastor Radele, petitioned to the IGP while the case was still under investigation in this office. That Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Lagos State, with the aid of 3 policemen, attended to the DPP Alausa from State CID, Panti, Sergeant Osaro Okoro in CP John Doom, and CPL Adeyemi M. Kazim, arrested the petitioner and arraigned him before Justice Dada of High Court Ikeja on the 16th December 2009. That it was observed that due process was not followed in the arraignment by the office of the DPP. It was observed, this is police recommendation, the police recommended that now where did I get to now? The police in their statement said that the due process was not observed when it was arraigned in court As of 2009. By the Office of the DPP states, and neither the IPO Inspector Ibrahim Sadiq in SFU Ikoyi nor the X-Squad section presently handling the case was contacted. They didn't contact everyone who were the law enforcement agencies, the police, who actually did the investigation, who handled the case, was not contacted, and they take him to court. On what evidence? On what ground? On what basis are you going to arraign him when you don't even have the right resources to prosecute him? This was observed that due process was not followed in the arraignment by the office of the... Okay, I think I read that. Conclusion recommendation. In the course of in-depth investigation into this case, this office requested and collected one case file from Special Fraud Unit (SFU) in respect of an allegation case of fraud reported by one Mrs. Laide Williams-Oni against Pastor Oladele Ogundipe. Also retrieved was another case file from Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS), which was reported by the same Mrs. Laide Williams-Oni, alleging threatening violence against the same Pastor Israel Oladele. Both case files were merged and harmonized with the subsequent complaints of Pastor Israel Oladele Ogundipe, and the following recommendations are made below. So these are the recommendations that were made. That the complainant, that is the accusation that Genesis, that the complainant of threatening violence could not be substantiated. Like she saying that Genesis was threatening her, it was, could not be substantiated. They couldn't establish, they can't see anything sensible. They can't establish anything that says that she was ever threatened. They can't see any reason. That a case of obtaining money under false pretense could not be established against Pastor Israel Oladele Ogundipe because Mrs. Olaide Williams-Oni has admitted the receipt of the landed property which she earlier denied. Let me read that again. That a case of obtaining money under false pretense could not be established against Pastor Israel Oladele because Mrs. Oladele Oni has admitted the receipt of the landed property which she earlier denied. So they could not establish that he committed a fraud. Well, that's what it's called, obtaining money by pretext, because those are things they are alleged for. They said, because all the document of the house, the land, he said he gave him money for, he actually got the property. She got the property. That Inspector Ibrahim Sadiq should be made to face orderly room trial to prove that the money paid to his account was not an inducement but on compassionate ground for his ill health. Now here they found out that they were paying money to settle the police, who actually we are arraigning this man to court. So now they said, okay, the recommendation is that this person, they have to prove it. Why did they pay you that money? Why did they pay you that money? That the 3 policemen attached to the Director of Public Prosecution, Sergeant Osaro Okoro, CPL John Doom, and CPL Adeyemi Kazeem, who arrested and arraigned the petitioner without following due process and refused to report to X-Squad section despite our signal, should be, what is this? Interdicted to enable us have access to them and detailed investigation over their complicity in the manner. However, the case file has been duplicated and sent to the legal section FCID Lagos for advice and prosecution, while the duplicate of the inconclusive case file with the Director of Public Prosecution DPP Lagos will be retrieved for reports and further directive, please. Signed, ACP Okeanomufe Innocent C, Assistant Commissioner of Police for Commissioner of Police, the Department, Force CID, X-Squad Section, Alagbon Close, Ikoyi, Lagos. How did we get to him? How did we get to him being sentenced to jail when the police recommendation says they could not substantiate any of the allegation? Mimi, try and get a real account, bring out your face like a human being, and then we can ask questions. Shey you're not Lunje, Mimi. How did we get here? How did people... How did the same person that the police recommendation, who did the investigation, recommend this? How did we get to the point that the same person was arraigned in court? Let me give you another shocker. Do you know that all of a sudden it was less than a week notice that they just send the notice, they just call him to say that they want to try the case again, they want to fix this case. The last time they tried this case is in years, like years. That the last time they ever attend to this case is more than a year. All of a sudden they call them and give them less than a week notice. It's clearly premeditated. They brought him to court and say, okay, on so day we want to try this case, we want to finish it up. They brought him to court. And immediately arraigned him. He went to court with 3 lawyers. None of them said a word. None of them was given privilege to say a word. It was a premeditated attack. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they want. Even there are people who already knew what is going to happen. And they didn't even lie about it. They brag about it. We all had it. And they sent this man to jail. The case have no case file in court, and yet it was tried. Which case file? Thank you. How did we get here? Clearly, there was witch hunting. Clearly, there was a stage-managed attack. I don't know why people are so keen on getting like this current picture. I don't have it. I honestly don't have it. I can get it if I want. I can look for it. Neighbor. Mo sure kí n jẹ́ gbọ́n ló láìkí ẹ̀ torí ìwà ẹ̀ ò lè dà. Welcome to Nigeria, where a judge can just judge a case. There's so much on the personality, on that, so much things that are not clear, but we want to keep some things hibernated for now. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn tó lé wa lè gbó, ẹ jẹ́ kán gbó dáadáa. Àwa wà fún wọn, tábà kan sọ̀rọ̀ lára kan sọ̀rọ̀, ó yé yín. Àwa wà fún wọn. And then let me address this, some of you who have been saying, some of you said, oh, why didn't you just pay her off? Everybody in Genesis is more than 17 million. Then some really good followers have reached out to me and said, okay, let's contribute money to just pay the money. It's not about the money. They've made effort to pay. They've made good effort to pay. But they are not, see, they are not interested in getting any money. They know they don't have any money with him. They are just keen in assaulting that man. And of course, they want to use going from the place of power. It's joint force of wickedness against him. And it's clear, it's written all over the world. It's joint force. They just want to drag him. If they want money, they will have gotten money long ago. They ask them to admit to fault, and then you can pay. So tomorrow now they will say, Shebi, you admit that you did it. No? It's not about the money. Can singularly online, I know his follower. There are people who will singularly pay that money on his behalf. Yeah, they should do play bargain. Yes, you have to plead guilty to do play bargain. That's the legal implication. If they do play bargain, they have to plead guilty to do that. You have to plead guilty in order for you to have a plain bargain. That means you are guilty. So they will come back to say, hey, ó jẹ́wọ́. Ó wá padà jẹ́wọ́. We know that game. We know those games is a lie. So many things are off. So many things are there. And then, of course, we are beginning to see reactions everywhere. I personally don't have a problem with anybody that have a contrary opinion about this case. That's what you feel, that's what you feel. What you don't do, and what I think it is unacceptable, is to try to prove another person wrong. Irú àwọn òpònú tó ń comment yìí. Bàbá èèyàn kan dẹ̀ nírú yín yìí. Tọ́mọ yín bá gọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gọ̀ yìí kí lẹ máa ṣe sí ẹ máa nà àbí. Because for what is what? For what is what? I don't understand. I don't understand why any right-thinking person will want to enforce their opinion on another person. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Keep your opinion to yourself, or use your platform to say whatever your mouth can say. How do you want to change somebody's opinion? Is what I don't get. Anyway, that should be it. We are on it. Things are in progress. I want all of his fans to please, You guys should chill. You guys should take a chill pill for now, and we will get there. You can call in right now, 202-297-3054. We take 1 or 2 calls and we call it a day. The number to call is right on your screen. You can either call WhatsApp or a regular call. We're good. It's level by I will miss soon. That's the most retarded thing I've had this year. There is not a single, yes, thank you. There is not a single proof that shows any transaction, but yet it was arranged. God is on the throne. God is really on the throne. God is on the throne, and you guys should just keep praying. You guys should keep trusting God. And I can tell you that God has blessed him with good people who are on it. There are good people who are for him and they are reaching out to him.
I don't know wherever it is that is.
Yes, let's get 1 or 2 calls and then we get off this. I'm done. Over to you guys. Over to you guys now. We can't say enough. Then you guys should stop wasting your time reacting to all these miscreants who are just burning out their energy and react. Like I said, we cannot have the same opinion. But don't let anybody come and harass you or humiliate you or do anything stupid with you. They have right to their opinion as much as you have right to yours. There's a freedom of association. Nobody can tell you who to follow and who not to follow. You understand what I mean? Keep your energy, keep the faith. I'll see you guys either tomorrow or next. If I have a reason to see you guys tomorrow, I'm off tomorrow, but so I might see you guys. If I have a reason to, I don't talk when I don't have any reason to. But if I don't come out tomorrow, I'll be out on Tuesday. Thank you very much for staying with us. Keep praying for your beloved man. Keep praying. I'm just going to call it a day right here. I don't even want anybody to call in the first place. I'll see you guys again next time. Thank you all for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Kò sórin lénìí o.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. You can't find a fighter, but I see mountains. We gon' walk it out and mountains. Rise like the day, I rise up. I rise unafraid, I rise up. And I do it 1,008 times again. And I rise up. I like the waves, I silence is it quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet.